Okay, so you should have just been thinking about combustion and trying to define that. So let's have a think about what combustion is. So combustion is our reaction of a fuel with oxygen, and we're producing carbon dioxide and water. Now hopefully some of the ideas you've thought of a combustion are some of the obvious ones. So I've got a candle already burning, but wood is something that combusts very easily. So our little wooden splints, they will burn very easily. That's effectively combusting, and we're producing carbon dioxide and water here. Other things that you'll be aware of that will burn very easily is simply a bit of paper. Again, the paper is a fuel and it burns very easily, producing carbon dioxide and water. Now, some fuels will burn more vigorously than others. So wood, it's burning fairly slowly. The paper burned okay. But if we get a fuel that burns more vigorously, we can impregnate it. We can soak it into something. So this is a bit of a fire lighter. What you'll see is, as soon as we light that, we get a very big flame. Immediately it catches fire with a big flame because that fuel that it's containing burns quite vigorously. It gives out a lot of energy when it's burning and a lot of heat. Another example is sort of a lighter you might have in the kitchen, or if you're going camping. Again, if we can get that to light, we've just got a fuel in here that's burning and reacting with oxygen in the air to create carbon dioxide and water. Now, as we said, different fuels burn in different ways, and some are much more vigorous. And what we can do is we can take that vigorous burning and see what other effects it can cause. I'm just going to move this out of the way over here. And I'm going to get this. So we've got a nice big plastic bottle here. This water bottle that you get from a water fountain. And we're going to put a little bit of fuel in it. We're just going to see what effect that might have when we burn it. Obviously we've got quite a small opening at the top, but quite a big volume, so we'll see what that does. So I've got something called propanol. So this is an alcohol. You'll have heard that word alcohol. Alcohols tend to be fuels. We've got flammable symbols on it because it is a very flammable fuel. Okay, so we're going to put some in here. We're going to let it vaporize for a few seconds so we get some gas of it produced, and then we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to just tip that in. I'm going to put a stopper on. I'm going to put that over there. Let's just roll it around for a few seconds. So all we're doing is rolling that fuel around in the bottle, making sure it's spread out and everywhere within the bottle. So we've got lots of it in there. Can't really see it because I only put a little bit in, but it's spreading out the vapours. Now I'm just going to see if there's any extra in it that I need to get rid of. A little bit there, I've just taken that out. What we're going to do, we're going to see what might happen if we light that. Just lighting a splint over here on a long ruler because I don't want to get too close to this, and hopefully you will see why. So that's what happens if we take a fuel and we put it in a confined space. We're generating a lot of heat, a lot of energy. You get that roar, that whoosh coming out the bottle as the energy is produced and forced out the top. Now imagine if that was the other way up. What do you think would have happened to that bottle? Probably it would have gone straight up in the air, just like a rocket. That's effectively what a rocket is. We're using a fuel, generating a lot of energy, and we're forcing it out the bottom of a rocket. It's pushing it up into the air. So that, gentlemen, is combustion. A few examples, and you're going to talk about it a little bit more